This tutorial, I'm going to use scissors and a 5mm crochet hook. Granny squares are a very versatile stitch because they can be used for a lot of different things and typically are used for a lot of different things. They are great for sweaters, scarves, shirts, hats. They're becoming more popular in TV shows. Okay, so I have 4 colors. I'm going to reuse whatever color I start with. It depends on what you're making the project for, how big you want the granny square to be. Depending on what your project is going to determine how big you want your granny square to be. Most of the time when I make granny squares, I make them for sweaters and shirts. The granny square size that I'm making, these are 8 rows. This is like the size that I'm using for a sweater. Once you get the pattern down, it stays the same throughout the whole square and it becomes very simple after that. So I'm going to show you how to work in clusters. A cluster is a group of 3 double crochet. And we start with clusters from the very beginning. Okay, so I'm going to start with doing a magic ring. By doing that, I'm going to go under and then pull this one through. Twist. I pinch both of these. I personally like to chain 2 here. Pull, loop through, pull through 1, loop through, pull through, chain 2. Now let me do this up. Now I wrap around, come through the bottom, pull through 1. Now I have 3 loops. Yarn through, pull through 2. I have 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2. That is a double crochet. One more time. Yarn over, pull through 1, or pull up 1. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. There we go. So that's 3 double crochet. That's the first cluster. So we're going to separate the clusters by doing a chain 2 in this round. This will also work as the corner. So we're going to do this 4 times because we are making 4 sides because it's a granny square. Doing that corner, chain 2. Insert. Pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, pull through 2, pull through 2. So that's 3, and then we're going to do the last one. 1, 2, working into the center, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. Yarn over, insert, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, pull through 2, pull through 2. So now I have 4 clusters. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to pull this string, the non-working tail. This is the working because it's connected to the part that's increasing. So you pull it, and now I'm going to take the working yarn, chain 2, and slip stitch into the first chain 2 that we did at the round. I'm also going to chain again because I'm changing the colors. So I chained it, and then I pulled this. So this is the first round. We have corner 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're not changing the colors, then you don't have to disconnect. You can just move on to the next by doing a slip stitch in each until you get to the corner. So slip here, and then you can just slip in here again and chain 2 and start this corner. All right, so I created a slip knot. So I created a slip knot in color number 2, which is this blue color. I do that by wrapping around. I don't do no hook. Pulling through, that's a slip knot. Because this is going to start as me weaving them in. I'll finish it later. So now I slip stitch to like get the working yarn to attach that corner, and chain 2. We're going to do 2 clusters in each corner, so that's 3 groups of double crochet. So we have 1 double crochet, chain 2, and then another group of double crochets. Pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. Now we have 1 cluster here, 1 cluster there, chain 1, and we're going to do the same thing. Yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over, insert, pull through 2, pull through 2, chain 2, do the same thing. Continue for the rest of the round. Putting 2 double crochet clusters in each. I am tucking the longer tail from the previous round. This is it right there, but it's going underneath here. To close this runway, chain 1, slip into the top stitch and pull it through, chain 1 again, pull through, and then I'm going to make that a little bit longer. Pull this knot to close. So on this side, these are all of those sticking up are now tucked in, so I can clip them now. It saves a lot of time at the end because they're not going to unravel anymore. The pattern is the same now from going forward. You're going to put 2 clusters like this in each corner with 1 cluster in between here. Remember to count. You're going to go up diagonally or count how many are on each side to know what row you're on. I hope this helps. So working into this corner again, we're going to do round 4, which is the same as round 3. Each corner, we are doing 2 clusters of 3 double crochet. Cluster 1, chain 2. Each corner gets 2 clusters of 3 double crochet. 2, 3. Sorry if that angle was not helpful. We're in chain 1. In this chain 1 space, we are putting in 3 double crochet, just like before. And we're going to do that all the way around. We just increased the row by 1. So this is round 4. This side will have 4 clusters. 3, chain 1, insert here, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, chain 2 into the same corner, 1, 2, 3, chain 1 here, insert here, chain 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 1, 2, pull through 1, pull through 2, So this is the granny square completed. You could do another round to make it 5. Like I said before, most granny squares have 5 rounds. You'll find that to be common. But as promised, here are some of my more recent projects that have used granny squares. So I have shorts that are entirely too big. I use 2 different types of granny squares. I have this hat, which has the pentagon on top, and then 5 granny squares for the bucket hat. I have this hat, which I have a tutorial on if you want to learn how to make this specific flower like granny square. I have a whole tutorial on this hat on my channel. I'll link it below. The brim is much better on that one. Other hats. I've been making a lot of hats recently. This is a different hat. I haven't done a tutorial on any of these granny squares. I have like this shooting star one, which I thought was really cute. The checkerboard one, I have a tutorial on that one. That's not a traditional granny square though. I have a smiley face. That's my favorite one. This one from the other tutorial that I mentioned already. And then this one is just something I made up on the whim. I've also used it for hats and bags, scarves, vests even. Yeah, they're very versatile. They're very user friendly. Once you get a couple, you can sew them together and make just about anything. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful to someone out there. All right, see you next time.